Just feeling this energy, and it's not just here, it's all over the world, and every time we step out together, it is nothing but love.
This past weekend, Will Smith needed nothing but money, dollar bills from his fans, with Bad Boys Ride or Die arriving in theaters. Things were off to a good start with the Thursday night preview screenings, as they call them, with the film taking in $5.9 million.
Pre-sales for Ride or Die are behind that of Bad Boys for Life, of course. Could the lack of pre-sales be because people have not forgiven Will Smith for that slap right there? How much you want to make a bet it does?
Well, instead of placing a bet with Stephen A. Smith, people went and bought a ticket for Bad Boys Ride or Die instead. And so did Will Smith, more than once.
We're in Baldwin Hills. We're about to go in the theater. It's a ritual I have. I do it like when I have a movie come out. On Friday, Saturday, and usually a matinee on Sunday, I go into theaters.
Yeah, Will got to see audiences react to the film that they gave an A- the cinema score. Then Will decided he wanted to see the audience's reaction when they found out he was in the theater with them.
Hey, I'm glad y'all enjoyed that. That was a good program.
After Baldwin Hills, Will headed to the AMC in Canoga Park. Not as an excitable crowd in Canoga Park, apparently. Now, also putting his money before his tweet was, kind of works. LeBron James wrote on Monday, "Movie is so damn good. The cinematography is insane. Will and Marty Marr connection is undefeated, action-packed, funny as hell, and simply just a great watch."
You need the support of the fans. That's it.
Yes, absolutely. And it's there and it's beautiful.
Yep, audiences pulled up for Will Smith this past weekend, and the fourth film in the franchise opened with $56.5 million domestically and another $48 million worldwide for a global launch of $104.6 million. That sound you heard is Will letting out a big sigh of relief. And really, Hollywood as well. Will wrote on Instagram, "To everyone who came out to see Bad Boys, who visited us on tour, who spread the word about our film, thank you." And thank you in a whole bunch of languages. Some I can say, some I can't, and I'm not going to say anything. You are our ride or dies.
Global world tour. Bad Boys. Ride or Die.
Yeah, and the worldwide publicity tour certainly didn't hurt things. And I don't think the point of that tour was to spread awareness of the film. Look, Sony could have done that on a much cheaper budget, just put posters and commercials up everywhere. The point of that tour was for people to see Will Smith being that movie star again. That charming, funny, man amongst the people, so to speak, movie star. Remember that the beginning of this rehabilitation tour for Will, which I talked about, was showing Will back as like the Fresh Prince Will Smith. Will performing with DJ Jazzy Jeff again, doing a medley of his hits at the Grammy celebration of 50 years of hip hop. In April, him performing Men in Black with J Balvin at Coachella. Was getting back to that Will that we first loved. And now, this movie tour is getting back to that movie star Will that started Independence Day, and Enemy of the State, and Wild Wild West, and Bad Boys. That's why I said in the past that Will couldn't have asked for a better project to act as a litmus test for him, and seeing if he still had box office pull, because it's a proven, familiar, fun, action-packed, turn your brain off kind of movie. There's a built-in audience there. Like if Will had been launching Emancipation or King Richard or Gemini Man, as this movie right now is kind of the litmus test, we'd be having a different conversation right now. They'd be saying Will Smith was over as a box office star, and we'd be saying protect Sandra Bullock and Leonardo DiCaprio at all costs. Instead, it's Will Smith's comeback. After the UK released their box office numbers on Tuesday, Will thanked the United Kingdom on Instagram, writing, "England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, thank you for showing up for Bad Boys and launching us to #1 in the UK. Hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. Much love to you all." On Monday, Will marked the 30th anniversary of him and Martin starting to shoot the original Bad Boys back in 1994. And at the end, Will wrote, "Thank you for tagging me in, Marty Marr. You're the definition of a ride or die. So when we do in part 5? Yeah, no doubt there'll be number 5. And I suspect we're all of a sudden going to start to hear some actual developments on those 5 movies that were in development as of March 27th, 2022, and all stopped developing. Like remember that I Am Legend 2 was announced on March 4th, 2022, and nothing since then. And then all of a sudden, a month ago,
We had a couple weeks together about a month ago, so
Oh, really?
really solid ideas.
this was announced over 2 years ago, both of them signing on, and it's only last month that they got together for a brainstorming session? Huh.
I think we're gonna make it onto screen together. I think
Really?
It's looking good. It's looking good.
Yep, the box office projections for Bad Boys Ride or Die are looking good. So yeah, now Warner Brothers is willing to actually develop, I mentioned two again, yeah. With Michael telling People Magazine last week, we're still working on a script and getting that up to par. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to be filming that one, but to be able to work with Will is something I'm really looking forward to. I'm really excited. And one thing I see that's going over people's heads is, first off, the Stephen A. Smith thing. I don't even know if Stephen A. Smith is aware of this. But I mean, for Stephen A. Smith to say, "Ooh, I'm not sure people are going to show up for Will Smith. Are we ready to forgive Will Smith?"
I'm not nearly as interested in seeing Will Smith in the movies than I am of seeing him doing an actual sit-down interview with somebody to explain why he did what he did.
So it actually fuels people, just like Barbieheimer fueled people to go to the theater. It fuels people to go and support Will Smith. It lights that fire underneath them to go see Bad Boys. What people don't get is that Hollywood still wants to see Will Smith be a movie star. There's not that many movie stars left. I mean, you got Sandra Bullock, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Will Smith. That's it.
Shout out to AMC. Thanks for hooking us up.
Yeah, so Will passed the test. Okay, what are your thoughts?